What is going on, everyone? Platinum Beast coming at you with yet another video today. Today we are going to be taking a look at where spot price ended up for the week. We're also going to be taking a look at the community poll post posted at the beginning of the week. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so I have the chart pulled up here today, and we're going to start off with platinum as we always do because I am the Platinum Beast, and we're going to take a look and see where spot price ended up for the week, who was right, who was wrong, and all that good stuff. So with that being said, let's dive right on in. So platinum, we're going to go 1 month. We're going to start out here at Monday, November 15th. And it looks like platinum started out the week at 1087.22, or at least closed on Monday at 1087.22. So with that being said, straight down, right? Basically straight down, not a single momentum of upwardness. There did seem to be some slowness towards the middle of the week as far as its decline, but it ultimately did decline for the week. So hopefully you did not buy on Monday because you're already down a little bit. But not to worry, it's going to go back up. It almost always does. So with that being said, it's interesting to see though, because a lot of people, if I remember correctly, a lot of people thought maybe platinum might be going up and not going back down, but it looks like it is. I have mentioned multiple times on my channel at this point, but December is going to be the month I am paying most close attention to as far as where spot price is going. Because last year, that was the month, right? And so that's the month it really kind of broke out of its shell, and it hasn't really, for any real extended period of time, gone below that December spike last year. So we're coming up on December again, so it'll be unique and interesting to see and compare and contrast both years and things of that nature, and to see where it goes. It may go back up in December and just continue to climb until February, and then we might see new lows and new highs. And that's the key, is there's a high and there's a low to platinum. Right now it's looking like $1,100 high, $1,000 low, right? It looks like that's the high and the low that it moves between. But we'll just have to wait and see what December holds, as well as the winter months of January and February. But it's interesting nonetheless, and I definitely highly suggest you think about getting platinum this weekend if you're looking at buying, because it is down from its 1 month high at least, and maybe even the 3-month high. It is down. In fact, that high was the 3-month high, that 1087.22. Now, we did see it somewhere in there. I don't see it here. Perhaps it was just midday, but we did break $1,100 if memory serves right. So with that being said, we're definitely not at the 3-month high, so I definitely don't think it would be a bad time to buy. 6-month, it was higher way back in the day, back in May and things of that nature, but it's more important to look at the 3-month and the 1 month as far as where you're buying, especially the 1 month, in my opinion. But with that being said, we are going to take a look at gold. And gold for the 1 month started out Monday, November 15th at 1862.41, and we closed at 1853.50. So we're down just a hair, but it's more of a sideways down. So I'm going to give that one sideways just for old time's sake, because that's not a huge number to be down, especially because gold is already priced at such a high number that $10 doesn't seem like a whole lot. So with that being said, should you buy gold? Well, I mean, I always suggest buying gold no matter where it's really at, and just holding it for as long as humanly possible. But it does look like it is on a higher end, right? This is a 1 month chart, guys, and we saw these numbers just a few weeks ago. Could we see them again? It's possible. That's the way precious metals goes. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, and then something somewhere along the line causes it to go way up, and then all of a sudden we have to gauge new highs and new lows as far as week in and week out. But it's just interesting to take a look at nonetheless, and gold is definitely still up, in my opinion, for the 1 month. We take a look at the 3 month. Again, still higher than anything in the past 3 months, minus the past couple weeks. So it is on a very high end of the spectrum, so to speak. But with that being said, we're going to move on and take a look at silver as well. And for silver, we're going to look at the 1 month chart. We're going to start out here at Monday, November 15th, 2506. Close the week at 2473. That's barely a quarter drop, so I'm going to give that one a sideways as well. And as you can see here from the chart, it's fairly sideways. So only next week we'll know what we need to know. But again, this is a higher number as well, right? We're looking at a 1 month chart here, and we're in the highs of the month. If we take a look at the 3 month chart, we can also see that we're fairly high across the board for 3 months. Take a look at a 6 month chart. We're down for 6 months. But again, guys, in my opinion, look closely at the 3 and the 1 month when you're deciding on buying, because that's what gives you a good sort of mapping. This is a very low day here. This is a very high day here. And this is the middle. And this is the middle, right, of 3 months. So this is where you, well, of course, in a perfect world, we all want to buy right here at the very bottom of 3 months. But realistically speaking, if we make it right here on this mediocre or middle line, if you will, here and here, we're not doing too bad, because we're definitely below here. We're not as low as here, but that's just dumb luck, really, right there. Just buying at that level. You can't really gauge it, and you can't really see into the future. So you really just want to make sure you're at least staying right here in this middle range. But interesting stuff nonetheless. So gold is sideways, silver is sideways, platinum is down. I'm going to give a platinum a down. And last but not least, we're going to take a look at palladium. And palladium for the 1 month chart, also down. So we're starting out here Monday, November 15th. And interestingly enough, it went up for the first 2 days of the week. Tuesday and Wednesday saw an upward trend, whereas after Wednesday, we saw just straight downward. So we started the week off at 21.45.31, and we ended the week at 20.93.89. So that's down about $50. That's real close to call. That's kind of a sideways, because palladium is the most valuable of the 4 precious metal groups, so to speak. But $50 is still $50. So either sideways or down, I'll give it to both people realistically. But it's interesting to see nonetheless. And what we're going to do now is we're going to go over and take a look at the Community Day post, or the Community Poll post, and see what you all had to say and what you all voted. Okay, everyone, and we've got the Community Poll post pulled up here. And it looks like we got about 143 votes, which is pretty solid. That's pretty average, but pretty good in my opinion. And nonetheless, 46% of you said all metals up. Well, none of them were up. Most of them were sideways, but none of them were up, unfortunately. And this is why I love doing these polls, is because it shows us just how really wrong we are a lot of the times. And that's why it's important not to really kind of put all your weight into your own gut feeling, because many times we can be wrong. So just buy when you can, and don't worry about the fluctuations in the short term, so to speak. But 46% said all metals up. 20% said no, all metals down. So interestingly enough, platinum was realistically the only one down. You could maybe say palladium was down, but platinum was definitely down. And that's interesting that 20% said all metals down. 26% said all metals coast sideways. And you were almost correct. I got to give platinum a down at the very least. $50 is pretty substantial for the week and just as a whole. Because that metal is not quite in the range of gold and palladium, I don't really consider $50 to be a sideways move. And so that's definitely going to be a down. But you were very close, 26%, so props to you all. 7% said platinum up the highest. Okay, so you were the wrongest, if that's a word. It probably is in the South, but only the South. But you were the most incorrect, unfortunately. And I kind of myself wish it went up as well, but it didn't. So that's very unfortunate. But there's always next week to vote in the poll. And 1% of you said makes comment below. So let's go ahead and take a look at those comments. Savage Stacker said, well, I just watched the EU markets open and they jumped back up from last night's Asia markets. So I'm guessing once we open at 9:30, they will go up and be that way all week. Just my opinion. Yeah, and it's good to kind of make those opinions and guesses. And I too myself was wrong in my own proposition, but nonetheless, it's unfortunate. But hopefully next week we'll just have a solid bounce back. But thank you for your comments, Savage Stacker. I really appreciate it. Up next, we got Silverback El Toro. Let's go platinum. You can do it. Okay, let's go platinum. Is that supposed to be like, is that purposefully similar to that let's go phrase that everyone's using these days? If it is, that's cool. I'm not bothered by it at all. But it's funny that you say let's go platinum. And anytime I hear someone say let's go, I automatically go to what everyone's talking about these days. So I'm not going to say it, but hey, let's go, guys. Let's go, guys. But nonetheless, thank you for your comment, Silverback El Toro. I really appreciate it. Up next, we got Mudvayne2311, platinum prepared for liftoff. Unfortunately, you were wrong, just like myself, my friend. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's just a fluke week. Maybe we'll see a bounce back, but we'll just have to wait and see for sure. I definitely think December is going to be the month to pay attention to. So mark my words, that will be the month. If I'm wrong, I'll take it. I'll take the hits. I'll take whatever you throw at me, but that's just my own strong guess. Silver Referee said by the end of the week, we will be back down a little across the board. Man, Silver Ref, you need to be careful, my friend. You need to be very careful. I'm not going to lie. You need to be really careful. Like, you're getting into you're getting into insider trading territory. Like, you know things before they happen, right? And you're not supposed to. When you buy and sell any type of investment, you're not supposed to have this knowledge of what's going down before, like, the rest of us. So if you do, just know you need to be careful, okay? Because you are correct so many times. Now, you give answers like, you give such solid answers. Like your answer here is by the end of the week, we will be back down a little across the board. You didn't say down, right? You didn't just say down across the board, because that would be wrong. But the fact that you said a little across the board, we literally were down a little across the board as far as little is concerned. And so the fact that you said it so precisely really makes me suspicious. I'm just messing with you, my friend. You know, I love your channel. I love what you do. You're one of my amazing supporters. But it is rather funny how you are correct almost to a T so many times. So good luck, my friend. And I just want to say that you're probably going to be the best stacker of us all, because you know so much somehow, some way. I don't know how. Maybe it's just God giving you wisdom, but it's definitely interesting. So thank you. Up next, we got Mr. Louis Paiva, Evergrande Metals down. Oh, Evergrande down, Metals up. I need to look up what Evergrande or Evergrande, excuse me, I'm probably mispronouncing it, but I need to look up what that is, because I'm unsure of what that is. But Metals being up, that was not correct, my friend, unfortunately. And even I thought they would continue to go up, or at least platinum. But I don't know. We'll just have to wait for next week and see what happens. But it looks like that is the bottom of the map as far as comments is concerned. Thank you to everyone who posted. Even if you just voted in the poll, I do appreciate it. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with future updates on the Platinum Beast channel. Thank you to everyone who stopped by and made it this far in the video. And until next time, we'll see y'all.